Hello folks and welcome back to Medieval Total War. I am Conostep and this is going to be part 33 of my early campaign where I'm playing as the Danes. And it is good to be back because we are getting closer and closer to the end of this campaign here. And as always, well not as always, but as it has been the case recently, I'm in a pretty comfortable position. I'm sitting on $500,000 in the bank and I am making 9,500 florins per turn. So that feels pretty good. I'm only currently at war with the Mongols at this point, as has been the case for quite a while. I'm thinking about wars in other directions, just for something to do. I think that potentially the Germans might start to get a little bit feisty. Right now they already are getting a feisty with a few of their neighbors, which makes me think that they might not attack me yet, but they might want soon, like once they run out of enemies. The Burgundians are literally on their last turn right now. This citadel is going to fall right after this turn, and that's going to be it for the Burgundians at the hands of the Germans, unless the Italians come up and rescue them. But there is no alliance between the Burgundians and the Italians, so I don't think... Oh no, I'm wrong. The Burgundians and the Italians are allied. Okay, so if the Italians want to rescue their buddies, their good friends, the Burgundians, then this is an opportunity. Now, could they do that with archers and militia sergeants against this force? Perhaps not. Perhaps not. Maybe if the Burgundians helped out. Yeah, teamed up together, then yes, maybe they could. But then, of course, that leaves Provence open to the Germans. Now, the Italians are not currently at war with the Germans. No, they are not. So they would be risking open war with the Germans, which, you know, better now than never, really, because right now the Germans are at war with the Burgundians and the Swiss, who are just right here in Switzerland, and the papacy as well. The Germans have been able to take Tuscany off of the papacy, and then Aquitaine as well. And the Germans must be, yeah, they're excommunicated, and they're kind of picking on those three weaker Catholic factions. So at some point, it might, you know, seem like they would be pointing their armies in my direction, if they think that they can, you know, take a piece. Yeah, perhaps, you know, they can attack me here in Wessex or Saxony, so these are a couple options for them. They seem to be built up in a way that kind of indicates that they might attack me. So yeah, bring it, boys. We'll see. That'd be fun to kind of get some fights in. I don't know if I will go on the attack, the offensive in this turn or in this episode. I'm getting close. Like I keep saying that, but I'm getting closer and closer right now. I'm basically just kind of bottlenecked with my artillery at this point. My artillery production's just coming out of Finland for these really high-tech pieces like the organ gun and the serpentine. And I'm getting a few of them out in my armies. And once this serpentine is finished being built, I'm going to switch my production over to the organ guns, which do only take 2 turns, which is nice. And then I'll start building the organ guns, and I will replace all of my defensive artillery in Prussia, Pomerania, and Saxony with organ guns. And I will take my long-range artillery, like my culverins and my serpentines, on the attack. And again, I wanted to attack the Egyptians, but they are in the midst of a devastating civil war. They still don't have Egypt or Sinai or Palestine, Arabia, Antioch, Lesser Armenia. Like, they're just in shambles right now. So the Egyptians do have a lot of work to kind of figure out their identity, you know, figure out what they want to do right now and who do they want to be. So if they want to be strong enough to provide you know, a good a measure against my armies, that would be fun. That would be cool. But it's up to them. So I'm not going to wait that much longer. I will get my armies ready to go, and once they're ready to go, if the Egyptians aren't looking like a, you know, a solid fight, then I'll look elsewhere. And the adoption might be, I keep looking at places with arid climates, just so that I can use my guns a bit more reliably. And currently, the Germans do have Tuscany and Venice, which both do have arid climates. So that's an option, perhaps. Now, the armies in either of these provinces aren't too strong, but the idea would be to kind of just, you know, land in, take them back, push them back, and kind of wait for the counterattack, I think, is the idea. And they should have the forces to provide a decent struggle against me. Although I say that, it seems like most of their strength is bordering my provinces. You know, here in Saxony and Wessex, their forces in Flanders and Friesland are quite strong. Whereas they seem to be handling the rest of the factions with kind of like their backup forces. And they seem to be doing okay with it as well. So, yeah, we'll see. Anyway, that's just kind of, you know, my thought process going forward. We will see. I want a challenger to step up. And it would make more sense if it was the Egyptians, just because they are the ones that are closest to me in points. Still like 40 points separate us, but still, you know, they're the closest. The Germans are a emergence faction, so they are sitting at 0 points. Another thing I was thinking was, just because the Mongols have been at war with me this entire time, maybe just attack them. You know, if I'm looking for justification, you know, the Mongols never taking a peace treaty with me is gosh darn justification as the way as I see it. So maybe go after the Mongols. Would they even have the strength to provide a decent fight? It would be kind of fun to pit my pike and shot armies up against their cav-centric armies. That'd be something a bit different, you know. That'd be something that I hadn't really designed my pike and shot armies to face off against. That's not something that I've really tested them against. You know, I kind of tested my pike and shot armies against more balanced Catholic armies, and this would be kind of a different challenge that I hadn't really anticipated. So, yeah, maybe. Although, I don't know if I'd want to bring artillery in those builds, just because defending artillery against Cav factions can be a bit tough, right? So, yeah, I will have to think about that. I don't know, so the Turks haven't done anything. They're not at war with anyone. So I don't really want to invade a province that borders the Turks, like Kiev or Chernigov, just because that would be giving them the excuse to attack me. Although, actually, now that come to think of it, if I'm looking for a fight, this might be the best concentrated force on the map right now. You know, there's some decent... These Khwarezmian cavalry units are a good heavy cav unit. You know, kind of like facing the Mongols, really, but these units are all, you know, bunched up together in the same province. And, yeah, there's archers. Is there any, like, good melee units here? Not really. So it would just be like a big cav rush, wouldn't it? Cavern archers, basically. Yeah, I don't know if that sounds that fun either, to be honest. You know, I may as well just fight the Mongols, but I'll think about it. I have some time. And in the meantime, we will see. Like, the major strength of the Egyptians seems to be here in Brandenburg, and the major strength of the Germans seems to be here in Friesland. It would be fun, actually, if we had like a 3-way fight here in Saxony. That'd be kind of cool. But we will see. Yeah. In the meantime, I'm just going to keep building up my artillery pieces, and yeah, there's not much, honestly. Like, my stuff is pretty teched up. I can keep training pikes and guns to fill up some more armies. Other than that, my king is 47. Yes, his influence has hit that wraparound bug again, so his influence is a little bit poor at this point. I checked my general's loyalty before I started recording, and they're mostly fine, except for these 3 fellas. Lord Jarl. It's kind of a funny name. I thought Jarl meant Lord in, like, Swedish. Isn't it? Isn't a Jarl like a position or something? I don't know. I've been listening to some Scandinavian history podcasts, and I thought Jarl was a position. So, like, it's like Lord is how that looks to me. But I don't know what I'm talking about, so I could be wrong. Anyway, two shields of loyalty on him. And then, yeah, 3 on him. Sir Knud Edmundson, and then 3 on Sir Haflidi Menfed. Haflidi. Is that supposed to be like a Finnish name? I don't know. I should stop talking about history or names. Anyway, so yeah, these guys sitting on 3 shields of loyalty for these 2 and then 2 for him. Which isn't great. Yeah, Envy. Envy's not a good one. -3 loyalty for him. And anything, yeah, approachable manner. So I don't know why you're so unhappy. Probably just my king's influence, right? And then hedonist, that's just -1 valor. So again, you have no excuse. These guys have no excuse. But I guess if he's going to be envious for not having a real name, then yeah, that's understandable. Luckily, I have 3 daughters, so perfect timing, really. So, Princess Christina, I know you thought you're gonna retire without having to marry someone. You were looking forward to it. I know, but go marry Lord Jarl, please. And then Princess Ulrika can marry him. And Princess Thyra can marry him. Just boost their loyalty up a little bit. Give myself some breathing room, you know, because my king 47. So I would imagine he has at least 10 years left to live. 57 is kind of been the year that I looked to kings dying. I know they actually can die of natural causes before 57, but man, it's so rare. It seems like it's very, very rare. So my son, my next in line, Prince Harold, which is here, is 20 years old. So in 10 years, he's going to be 30. So he's going to be at the very least, he's going to be 30 years old when he becomes king. Potentially a little bit older, right? 35-ish maybe. And it would be nice if he was married by then. I've been attempting to get either the Italians or the Sicilians to allow Prince Harold to marry one of their daughters. They have just been stonewalling me so far, but I'm going to keep trying. I have my one emissary going back and forth, and he's trying. Toke Thorstensten. He's working on it. He's going to talk to the Sicilians, and he's going to keep going back and forth until someone changes their mind. Or what would be nice is if the Germans and the Poles wanted to produce some daughters. That would be nice as well. I know the Poles are brand new, so they still could do that. They could also fight as well, but I'd prefer it if they just focus on producing a daughter. Yeah, that would be my preference for them. And the Germans, they are also rather new, right? They've just accomplished so much in a short period of time. It's easy to forget that they are a brand new emergence faction as well. So I gotta keep my eyes open. There has to be some princesses coming out of these Catholic factions. Hopefully soon. Yeah, hopefully soon. If the Italians and the Sicilians are just gonna keep blocking me, then yeah, it's gonna be a little bit nerve-wracking. If Prince Harold is just, you know, a 35-year-old single king with no children, it's going to be a bit unfortunate. So that's not what I want. Fingers crossed that I can fix that. But yeah, sitting on the year 1390, the next counting period for the GA points is going to be in 10 years. So we might get up to the year 1400 by the time this episode closes out. A couple of years later, and now Prince Olaf has come of age, so this is going to be my new king. Well, not my new king, but my upcoming king. It's going to be his younger brother, and he is irritable. So +1 dread. He's a 3-star general. Okay, so that's okay. That's all right. I think that's better than his. Is it better than Prince Harold? Let me check. No, Prince Harold's pretty good. Yeah, he's pretty solid. So he must have come of age when his king still had pretty decent influence. So Prince Olaf, yeah, he's okay. 6 loyalty is a little bit dodgy, but like it's all right. Acumen's pretty bad, but he could make a decent general in time. And is there another one on the way? Yes, Prince Eric is also on the way, and we also have Prince Sven. So he must be a brother of the current king, since he is beneath Prince Olaf. Yeah, these are the brothers, Prince Harkonnen, Christopher, and Sven. And then Harold and Olaf are the sons. And then Prince Eric is the 3rd son. Okay. Well, the Sicilians are still blocking me, so yeah, hopefully the Germans and or the Poles do come up with a princess at some point. Also, kind of a complete 180 here of what I was predicting. Somehow, well, the Germans just backed out of Burgundy. They had them on the brink. They could have finished them. And then they backed out, and they got a ceasefire. They are no longer at war with the Burgundians. And it's not due to the Italians. The Italians did not attack or anything, so instead, the Germans went in and killed the Swiss king, and so the Swiss are done for, just like that. So, an interesting turn of events. I can't imagine the Burgundians hanging on for a while longer. I don't know why the Germans would let up now, but yeah, they're still alive for the time being. So that makes me wonder if the Germans kind of looked around and thought, oh, hey, we should go after the Danes because they look pretty strong. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know about that. Speaking of, though, they do have a boat in the water. This is a caravel, decent boat, but you know, I have a better navy overall, so I'm not too concerned. But I should probably take a peek around and see how many German boats are in the waters. Is it just that one? Yeah, I think it's just that one boat. Okay, that's not too bad, is it? I have to imagine, though, at some point the Egyptians and the Germans could come to blows. I mean, the Egyptians are all the way here in Franconia. Like, you would think this must be a GA objective for the Germans. You would think so. Right? Homeland, Franconia, yes it is. So, you would have to imagine there's going to be some fights here at some point. And now Prince Eric has come of age a few years later. Let's check him out. He's a 1-star general, so we know that much so far. Master Armor is finished here in Prussia, so that's going to be giving extra armor to the handgunners that I'm training there. And then, yeah, Gunsmith's Workshop. I'm trying to get other provinces up to speed so that they can also help out in building artillery, essentially. And famine in Norway, that's not good. Plato and Homer translated. The work of the diplomat Manuel Chrysolaris in translating the works of Homer and Plato brings glory to the Byzantine Empire. These classics of rationality will surely have an effect in bringing classical philosophy to a wider audience of scholars, therefore countering the terrible effects of ignorance. The emperor's influence is increased. Oh, is it? Well, too bad for the Byzantine Empire. They're relegated to, what, Rhodes and Cyprus? Is that the two, is it? No, it's, what's this one? I can't, I always forget. I'll check it out. Crete, yeah, that makes, the Sea of Crete, that makes sense. Alright, Prince Eric, what you got? +5 health? Okay, yeah, that helps out quite a bit in battle. And secret perversion, so that's not going to really matter because that's going to take a hit to his piety, and we don't really care about that. And he's super loyal. Oh, okay, that's good. Decent acumen as well. And yeah, the king is back up to having decent influence as well. 52 years old, so yep, he's moving along. He's getting up there in age. And we've just been unable to find ourselves a prince, or a prince. A husband for my prince, yes. If only that were an option. Why does it have to be a woman, right? Come on. I mean, there's so many available males on the map right now. There's princes, there's emissaries, there's kings. Any of those could do to marry my prince, but no, it has to be a princess. And they say no a lot. they turn you down. And then when they're 33, they retire. And they're off the map, you know? Not the men. The men in this game, they work until they die. they just keep going until their death. And yeah, they are potentially available the entire time. So it's frustrating having to restrict my marriages to just women. That's a tough thing. It must have been such a hassle back then, like finding potential like, you know, actual setting up a marriage must have been such an ordeal, really. All right, there is a jihad marker on the map for the Egyptians, and they have not picked a target yet. Interesting. I wonder, since it has to be sent after a province that they used to own. Does that count as like being a, rebel province? I'm assuming it does. So could they just like point it at Bulgaria or Wallachia or Greece and just take back one of these provinces? Yeah, I assume so. How is their sultan's influence? 5 is okay. But if he does lose another jihad, he's not going to be okay. He's going to be having another civil war potentially. So, yeah, we'll see. They did take back Syria, but they have some forces down here. They can start taking back some territories. But yeah, there's some large rebel forces as well. And there's some units in these armies that I'm not quite sure how they ended up here. Some chivalric men-at-arms. That's a Catholic unit, obviously. And then chivalric sergeants as well, feudal sergeants. These are all Catholic units. I thought I saw Turcopoles as well in one of these armies down here. Yeah, maybe I can't find it right now, but I was pretty sure that I saw some Turcopoles, which is a, right here? Yeah, this is another Catholic unit. I mean, it's a Catholic unit that can only be trained in these provinces. So it's interesting, like, are these mercenary units then? Armenian heavies can be trained by Egypt. Yeah, interesting. I'm not sure. Are those mercenaries that were recruited or what? Or are my bishops like having an influence in causing Christian units to join the rebellion? Is that kind of how this is? Yeah, it's a little bit weird because I know in one of these provinces Christianity is above. Yeah, there's 81% Christianity here in Antioch, for instance. So I wonder if that's having a little effect of what kind of units show up here. Yeah, here in Egypt as well, 81% Catholicism. Yeah, that's very interesting. Huh, okay. Yeah, I wonder if that explains how those units showed up. Or, or how else would it have happened? I'm not quite sure. Now the Pope has died, and that is going to free the Germans of that excommunication. However, I doubt that's going to last. If they are still at war, then that excommunication is going to be slapped right back on the Germans. So I will take a peek at that and see if there is still a war going on between those two factions. And I did forget to check in on that jihad. I want to see where that is going as well. So let's do that right now. Where is this jihad off to? It is going to Palestine. Okay. And can it win versus this? This is decent. There's some good units down here. Yeah, some Khwarezmian cavalry, some Mamluk horse archers, some Nizaris. This is a really good archer unit. Muwahid foot soldiers. There's some guns, some Saracen infantry, some chivalric sergeants for some reason. Some naphtha throwers. Yeah, this is not going to be too easy for them. So that jihad is no doubt going to require some assistance from either Tripoli or Syria to get the job done here. So we will have to see if the Egyptians can pull this off. They had that situation when they were attacking Moldavia with the jihad where they weren't supporting it. They were sending it in by itself, and therefore it kept on being defeated over and over and over again, and that's how the jihad failed. They weren't supporting it. I think they had troops right here in Bulgaria as well, which could have supported it, and they weren't. They were like, you're on your own, jihad. So we will see if they kind of are able to shift their tactics around and actually have a successful jihad this time, because if not, as I said before, that could be very detrimental to their sultan's influence. So yeah, we will keep an eye on that. And before I forget, how are the Germans? So yeah, they are not excommunicated, but they are still at war with the papacy. So that is going to get slapped right back on them. Looks like the Germans lost Tuscany. Okay. Yeah, the papacy's really had a good fight this campaign. I have been impressed. They've been fighting, especially in the late game, they've been fighting the Egyptians and the Almohads, and then the Germans took over after the Almohads died, and now, the papacy's now been fighting the Germans as well, and yeah, it's just been real nonstop for them. And now the Germans have taken Navarre. Yeah, this was owned by the papacy. So the Germans are still not at war with the Italians, are they? They are not. Okay. Well, it seems like war between those two factions is imminent. Oh, hey, look at this. We got ourselves a Burgundian princess. Oh, yes, perfect. Okay, where are you, emissary? Need to find you, buddy. Because I have a job for you. We have ourselves an option here. Sardinia, okay. You stop wasting your time and go talk to her before someone else does. There already is a German emissary hanging out there in Burgundy. So that's making me a bit nervous. Oh man, do I have an assassin nearby? I want to kill that German emissary. That'd be kind of funny. Yeah, there's a lot of emissaries around, so I don't think it's probably worth it. But that's a kind of a funny... I never really thought of that, using assassins to kill other factions' emissaries so that you can win the race to a princess. That's kind of a funny thing. I might do that one of these days. Right now, it just doesn't seem like it's going to be worthwhile. I would have to kill a lot of people to get to her first. If the Germans wanted to talk to her, then they can probably they'll probably be able to pull it off. But in the future, that's something I can consider. So yeah, hopefully that'd be really nice if I can get her married off to Prince Harold, and maybe they can have a child or two before he becomes king. That would be nice. Also, yeah, a couple organ guns. Look at these beauties. Yeah, this is pretty fun. The organ gun takes its name from its multiple barrels laid side by side in a wooden frame and reminiscent of the pipes of a church organ. It can unleash a devastating salvo, but it suffers from the same slow fire rate and difficulty of movement as other artillery pieces. So, yeah, pretty hard to use, but really fun as well. So, now I'm thinking like, okay, come on. Someone, please. Egypt, Germany, please. Let's have some fun. Let's fight. Fight me, attack me. In those provinces, that'd be really nice, but if not, I will have to go and fight them. Egypt is, I don't know, they're taking their time, aren't they? I want to believe in them. I want to believe they can someday get strong enough to put up a fight, but for the time being, I'm starting to wonder if I need to attack someone else. Okay, so the Egyptians have taken back Bulgaria. Okay, so they're pushing them back a little bit. That's good to see. And the rebels are also retreating from Lesser Armenia. Yes, yes. And the Egyptians finally got Egypt back as well. Awesome. Hey, that's some progress right there. What about Palestine? What about Palestine? Yeah, they didn't show me that. Caravel was sunk in the Ligurian Sea, so that's probably one of mine, so I probably will have to reinforce my fleet in that sea region. And the Italian Doge has died from an illness as well. And I'm losing assassins left and right. But I am catching assassins as well. And oh, perfect, awesome. That's really good news. Awesome. So now Prince Harold has a wife of, the Burgundian princess. That's very nice. That is very good news. Okay. And we got our homelands objectives as well, so that's 9 points for homelands itself. But that's not counting the rest of them, so let's take a peek and see how we're doing. Yeah, we're stomping it. We're doing very, very well. 220 points for us, 175 for the Egyptians. So we will see in the next turn if these objectives change at all for us. But for the Egyptians to, not have a lot of their territory when that procced was pretty bad for them. In fact, actually, come to think of it, that's probably why they attacked when they did, right? They probably needed to get those points. Actually, is this counting? I've always wondered this. This is a good time to learn this. So do you get your points if you own the territory, but there still is a garrison that is not defeated yet? And so let's look at this. Does it count as Egypt owning Egypt? It does. So Egypt is getting points for Egypt and its homelands, even though there is still a garrison here in this fort. And then same, I would say, in Palestine. Wow, the Crusade won. Wow, the Crusade won. Okay. So their Sultan must be riding high right now. He must be very... Yeah, he's good. His influence is very good. Okay, that's a good boost for them. They still have some territories to finish off. You know, Sinai looks very powerful. There's a lot of forces here in Sinai. And Arabia doesn't look too bad itself either, but there's some good momentum here for the Egyptians down here in these territories. So they might be able to get their shit together in time for me to attack them and have a good scrap. And now I can see if this has changed at all, and I think it has. I don't think I was making points off of Norway and Sweden. I thought I was making points off of Estonia or Livonia. Estonia is not in this game. But I thought I was making points off of that, but then I wasn't making points off of Norway and Sweden. I think this is new. If not, maybe I'm mistaken, but I feel like I'm making more points now off of homelands than I was before, which is nice. Yeah, I'm making a lot of points right now. That's 11 points off of homelands, and then what is that? 13 off of conquest. And I think that's already including the Kalmar Union. I think it's already been counted in this. So, yeah, that's pretty gosh darn good. Yeah, nice. Nice to see it. And the king is still alive. He's 58, so he is hanging in there. And no, we do not want Burgundian emissaries hanging out. Sorry. Bye. But yes, don't chase out of my provinces. I'm losing a lot of assassins as I chase agents out of my provinces. I want to kill them, but I don't want my assassins to wander. It's so easy to lose assassins in this game. Really, like you just send them after someone in your own territory, in your own province, and then the next turn they're, you know, in Venice getting caught by enemy spies or assassins or something. But in any case, I'm not going to rest on the fact that I do have my prince married. I want to continue seeking wives for my other sons, just in case it comes down to it. You know, it really could matter. So I'm going to continue to send my emissary after these Sicilian and or Italian princesses until other options come on the table. So, ooh, speaking of which, oh, German princess, nice, yes, oh, okay, yes, her, she's the one. Where are you? You, go talk to her. Perfect. Oh, yes. I'm so tired of talking to the Italians and the Sicilians. Oh dear. Okay, that could be good. What about the Poles? Anything yet from them? No princesses yet. No. Oh. That's a shame, guys. That's a real shame. But in any case, we are cranking out these organ guns. Yeah, we got 2 more online. And I can send these to Prussia. Take these serpentines out. And then let's send these organ guns back down. And then, yeah, let's just put these serpentines in Pomerania, I think, maybe. No, you already have serpentines here. Who wants some serpentines? You guys... Yeah, let's give them to Wessex for now. These artillery pieces will be moved into my attacking armies when it comes time for it, but for now, I'm going to wait until I can get organ guns in all of my defensive provinces, and then I will organize my armies and get them ready to attack. Okay, so now my king has died. And yeah, that leaves my heir, my new king is going to be what, 33, I think, maybe? Okay, so a longboat was sunk here in the Gulf of Valencia, so I will have to reinforce that navy there and that sea region. The Holy Roman Emperor also has died from an illness as well. Okay, yep, catching Egyptian assassins, alright. And yep, same here. Improved farmland is finally finished here in Prussia. I kind of, got around to that a little bit late. And Master Armor is finished here in Pomerania. Okay, Military Academy. So now I am able to train military units that are disciplined here in Norway. So that means that they will no longer have their morale impacted by other fleeing units unless those units are also disciplined or elite. So It's going to make them a bit more sturdy in combat. And Norway has been sort of the primary training ground for my pikemen. So yes, my elite pikemen will be trained there in Norway. Alright, famine in Scotland. I will have to check in on their loyalty to make sure that they are going to be okay. Lord Gilly, magnificent builder. Okay, yep, there we go. And always drunk. Perfect. Alright, new king. What you got? He's 33, yes. His influence is a little bit low, but it's, you know, 4 influence is not the end of the world. It's not, but yes, it's a little bit, it could use some improvement. And yes, he has his 2 brothers. He has no sons yet, but he did just get married not that long ago. But at least he is freaking married, okay? So he does have plenty of time, I would say, to produce some sons. And yeah, at least he does have 2 brothers as well. So Olaf is 6 years younger than him, and then yeah, 9 years for Prince Eric, 9 years younger. So, all right, you got this, king. Make some babies, make some children. This campaign has 50 years left, so we might need them. You're gonna be alive for another 25 years or so. So yeah, we might need some sons out of you, sir, before we can finish off this campaign. Oh, wonderful. Okay, so that didn't take long at all. Yeah, literally the year after he became king, he produced his son, so, or more accurately, his wife did. So that's wonderful. Perfect news. We are not going to lose this campaign the dumb way. Yeah, that's always an anxiety of mine while playing this campaign. Alright, sweet. Alright, yes. So now we're just looking at what do we want to do to have fun, you know? And I think that the Egyptians might be on their way to getting strong again. You know, they seem to be, you know, kind of getting their shit together a little bit. And yeah, I have an idea just of like sacking Constantinople. Just land here right in the middle of their empire and letting them come at me from both sides. That sounds kind of fun. They would have to bring their forces back up from the desert and Egypt and the Levant. But they also have some forces up here as well. In fact, they could just attack from Brandenburg into my territories up here. That is an option, potentially. And then they have forces here in Poland as well, so... yeah, but that's kind of my idea, and I can always justify it by saying that, hey, they are in second place in the points, right? So that's, yeah, that's why. That's why you're gonna get attacked, Egypt. That's what I'm thinking, but for the time being, I still have a few more organ guns that I do want to build up. And, yeah, that's pretty much it, really. Like, I get organ guns here in Saxony. I have them here in Prussia as well. I would like organ guns in Pomerania and Wessex. And once that's all settled, I think that I can just go for it. You know, Lithuania and Novgorod can get organ guns in due time. But I think that Prussia, Pomerania, Saxony, and Wessex are my primary frontier provinces that are in the most danger of being attacked. Lithuania and Novgorod just have not been threatened for a very long time, so I would be happy with just 4 more organ guns, so 8 more turns, and then I would be ready to attack. Okay, wow, the Polish just went in. Okay, I was just gonna wrap up this this episode, and they just attacked Prussia, was it? Okay, yeah, here we go. We got to fight. Hey, we got organ guns though, so this could be fun. I really do hope that they attack me in weather in which that I can use my guns. I think, gosh, I can't remember. Can gunpowder artillery work in all types of weather? I have a feeling it does, because you kind of have to be able to use it against castles. But I feel like that might be different with organ guns for some reason. I feel like I've had a situation where organ guns can't work in rain. Maybe not. I guess, maybe, yeah, I don't know. Maybe. We'll see. They do outnumber me by quite a bit. They have some decent forces. Actually, yeah. I think do they send all of their forces at me? they have a lot. They have a lot. They don't quite outnumber me 2-1, but they have a lot of forces. Halberdiers, feudal men-at-arms, chivalric sergeants, javelins. Luckily, in their initial wave, they are bringing 5 pieces of artillery, and that's going to be a wasted slot for them. But other than that, it's a big melee rush. 6 units of like pretty decent melee soldiers, backed up by 1 archer and then 3 Slav javelin men, and then their 2-star king as well. So it's going to be a decent test of my pike and shot to deal with this initial wave. And then after that, it's going to be a challenge in a different way. You know, because then they're going to be bringing on guns and woodsmen and some crossbows, some arbalesters, some mounted crossbows. So a bit more ranged with mixed in with some melee troops here. Some armored spears, some feudal sergeants in the second wave. And then getting down here, we're getting into more skirmishers and more light cav. Yeah, another family member, so another unit of Royal Knights, but more mounted crossbows, light stuff, light stuff, light stuff. Yeah, so there's a lot of stuff. And I'm really, really hoping that I can use my guns. I do have my 5-star general, Lord Hengson, and yeah, 3 pikes, 3 handgunners, and then 5 chivalric knights. 3 of them are going to be dismounted, and then 2 organ guns. And then I wanted you to be something else. I think, yeah, I want some light cav. I always want light cav. Yes, I do. So let's just trade you out for you, and then let's get you for you. So that's 2 light cav, and then yeah, then I can put on a chivalric sergeant for that. And then that Huskarl can be backup, right? So then I have my general, and then 2 mounted chivalric knights, and then 3 dismounted chivalric knights. Yep, that makes sense. Yep, good, awesome. And then just in case it is like raining really bad, I want some arbalesters in reserves, like like they can come on right away. Like maybe like an arbalester and then a Huskarl, followed up by another arbalester, and then followed up by a chivalric knight, perhaps. Yeah, that probably seems okay. And then I can go from there. Hey, this isn't so bad. I kind of like this. Yeah, this is kind of nice. I have a little hill here. I kind of thought it was going to be all flat, but no, it's a little hill. And, yeah, like a little tree line to our rear, which I can use to hide units. I can even hide some units here as well if I wanted to. And I can just put the organ guns just right here. Yeah, let's see how this looks. Yeah, I don't mind this at all. This looks pretty good. So I have my organ gun set up here in between my center and my flanks on either side. So let's see if I can zoom down and give you guys a look at that. Yeah, look at that bad boy. Actually looks really small, but it's pretty powerful, trust me. And then here's my pikes. Yep, there they are. They're going to be pretty set deep. Handgunners looking pretty awesome there. And those are my dismounted chivalric knights. These guys are going to be the hard carries. These guys are going to be so awesome. Just you watch. And then, yeah, you've already seen Royal Knights and all that fun stuff. So let's hope that I remember my formations, just because it's been a while. It's been a while. Also, I do have my horsemen. These are my light cav. They are hidden back here. And then I have chivalric knights hidden back here as well. So that's pretty nice. All of my cav is hidden, and that could potentially be pretty destructive coming in on the flanks. So, please be the right, is this the right one? Please, 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 please. Yes it is, awesome. I got the right, I think I got the right formation. Good. Yep, guns in the front, pikes. Pikes and dismounted chivalric, chivalric knights in the back. Yeah, that looks good. That looks good. So yeah, it's pretty cool. Like the guns, you know, obviously stand in the front and they can shoot. I can have them all on skirmish, but they're handgunners, so they actually like, you know, they're kind of like okay fighters if they do get caught. It's not the worst thing in the world. You know, you kind of want to avoid it, obviously. They do more damage simply with their shots. Not that they're that accurate either, but if they simply just get one kill on an enemy unit, it's going to be suffering a major morale debuff, and that can potentially cause that unit to run away. So yeah, that's going to be the idea there. But let's just hope. Yeah, let's hope. Now the thing that I'm nervous of is just the fact that I've been playing so much Rome lately that yeah, let's see. I want you guys to be able to protect the organ gun, but I want the organ gun to be able to shoot. So it's kind of a fine line here. Ooh, yeah, like this, for instance. Like here, I'm in the way, so I need to get out of the way here. Like that, I think. And I think this might be kind of like the perfect enemy army to test their organ guns against, just because the push is going to be mostly melee infantry, you know? So slow moving, you know, dudes, they're gonna come up and get shot in the face. So yeah, as you can see, the range is very low. They still can't shoot. Like they have to like be up to like here so they can shoot. It's like really, really close. Like these javelin men are gonna have greater range than my organ gun, I think. Maybe not, maybe not. But yeah, looks like we are getting some shots here with my handgunners. Picking off some javelin men. And yeah, they are in rotating fire, which is pretty sweet. And can the organ? No, the organs still cannot shoot. And yeah, this one's obviously out of range as well. I want you guys to see this because when it shoots, it's just insane. Come on, shoot. Anyone shoot? Nope. Oh dear. What about here? Yes, get a shot in. Shut it. Delete them. Delete them. Look at that. Did you see that? It's insane. How many guys did that kill? A lot. Like 13 dudes? So like, yeah, organ guns get away. And then can you guys get a shot, please? Come up here and come off skirmish mode. And then, yeah, get another shot in if you can. And then guns here. Off skirmish mode, please. And then you come off skirmish mode and start running, please. Alright, so how are we doing? It's kind of hard because both sides are red, so that's kind of tricky. Okay, so we got halberdiers coming in. That's going to be a little bit tough for my handgunners, so run away, please. And yeah, this is very, very hard for me to tell what's going on. So let's get my chivalric knights, and then let's throw them in. Yep, looks like we did break the enemy. Good, they're running away. Awesome, that's perfect. That's perfect, and now let's chase on this side with my light cav. Awesome. Yep, you guys go, go, go. Go, go, go. And yeah, we're gonna get a lot of kills here, I think. Let's not chase too far with my infantry. And then yeah, my guns. Yeah, good. My artillery crews are back on their guns. That's good. And let's get rid of the enemy artillery pieces as well. Yeah, man, it's really hard to tell the units apart. The flags are so... I know that I have the white flags, they have the red flags, but still, like, the unit colors themselves are really, very dodgy. Alright, let's try to take off... Let's try to get rid of this, artillery here. And shit, let's get my general back, actually. How about that? Let's be smart. Let's be smart for once in my life. So yeah, you go there. Horsemen, let's see. Are the enemy rallying? It kind of feels like are they rallying in this whole pocket? It kind of feels like they are. So yeah, horsemen, go back and don't fight halberdiers in the forest. And let's just rely on my cavalry, my chivalric knights, to get rid of the artillery pieces, if we can. Yeah, they want to bring up their chivalric sergeants to march up against my lines. That is a-okay with me. And yeah, they want to bring halberdiers to chase my light cav. Also a-okay. So, yep, let's just bring these guys back here. And then let's get my lines. Let's address my ranks here. maybe come up like that. So yeah, definitely a bit rusty there, but you know, all in all, I think the army just kind of did all the work themselves. You know, my men just did the job themselves, and I didn't have to do much else. Let's see if I can. Yep, they're gonna run away before my organ guns can shoot at them. And then yeah, knights, you got to come back here and get rid of these mangonels and bombards. I know, again, it might be kind of like a meta thing to maybe perhaps not get rid of the artillery pieces. That way, you know, you're always facing basically less than half stack. But I don't, I want to be able to chase down the routing army, you know? Like, I don't want to just kind of be stuck getting shelled by artillery every time I chase. So, let's see, can we get a shot on the javelin men with my organ gun? That would be cool. That would be kind of neato. Let's turn around here. And yeah, let's get a shot on these. Let's. There we go. Boom. Hey, yeah, they got rid of 9 of them right there. Do you see that? It's insane. That's awesome. That's so cool. All right, Chivalric Knights, take care of these mangonels. And yeah, that could be it. So, yeah, organ gun. Anyone else? Anyone else? Yep. Yeah. Let's go. Let's go. Come on. Come on. You got this. Oh, come on. Oh, it's still reloading. Yeah. As you can see, it takes a long time to reload. Yeah, it makes sense. There's a lot of barrels to fill, right? All right, Chivalric Knights, you can get back to the main lines. And then you guys don't get caught. Actually, I forgot to check in on my horsemen. You're not being chased, are you? No, you're not. All right. Come on. Come on, give it to me. Give it to me. These heavily armored halberdiers. Like, please let me shoot them with my organ gun. Please, please. Please. I haven't had a fight in so many episodes. Like, I know you guys want this as much as I do, if not more. You know? Like, I know what it's like. Come on, give it to me. Did they lose a lot? I think they lost a lot. And then, yeah, as you can see, it does it. I didn't notice this for a while, where it shows like the reload timer percentage on there. That's kind of cool. Yeah, so it's like halfway. And then, yeah, you guys come up here, please. Yeah, part of me doesn't even want to chase down fleeing units. I just want them to keep coming back and get shot by my organ guns. Like that's kind of like a fantasy of mine. I don't chase. Let's just keep my let's not be stupid. Let's put my light cav here and I'll chase if I have to, but right now I just want to have some fun with my guns. Yeah, this gun, okay, so they don't have a lot of shots. If you look down here in like the little bronze little thing here and they're hard. Yeah, you can see that their ammo's kind of low already, so yeah, they don't get a ton of shots. But there will be some more units coming in. Let's see if I can hide my Chivalric Knights again. And come on, I'm looking at you halberdiers. There's 57 of you in that unit, and that's probably too many, right? You guys get paid more if there's less. Okay, well, I can't just stand here and let archers shoot into my men, so horsemen, go hunting, men. And after you get rid of those archers, you can get rid of those javelin men as well. Organ guns, do I have to tell you to shoot, or can you just do that on your own? Yes. Oh, that is so awesome. That is so freaking awesome. Alright, yeah, guys, one of you guys can go after the javelin men, so that they can't just chuck giant spears into you. And yep, we have more javelin men as well. And what do we got coming on? We got some handgunners, some woodsmen, some arquebusiers. Yeah, nothing that I'm too afraid of. Alright, so this gun might only have like another shot or two left. So let's make it count, okay? Yep, just chunked that halberdier unit. That is awesome. And it looks like, oh, that's it. That was the last. Now, what's too bad about the way that this game works is that you can't check unit stats that are in the first wave. It just shows you the stats of units that are on the battlefield at the end of the battle, which is really too bad. It's so unfortunate. So I guess we just won't know how many kills that organ gun got, but we saw it. It was a lot. You know, that organ gun did pretty gosh darn well. So we have some halberdiers that are kind of moseying around in our back lines, kind of pretending like they want to go after my light cav. So, yeah, okay, let's just keep going around this way, I guess. And then let's you guys come on over here. I don't know why you're... Did I have it set to the wrong unit? Yeah, I think I was moving you guys instead. So yeah, you guys turn to face those halberdiers. And then, yep, light cav, come over here. And we still have an organ gun here. So if you can get some shot on some woodsmen, yeah, I wouldn't be mad at that. So let's face my center, like so. And, yep, shoot some woodsmen. Are you guys in range? Almost. There we go. Let's get these guys. Ooh, oh. Alright, woodsmen, what are you guys fighting? My chivalric foot knights? Alright, yeah, those halberdiers are gonna get absolutely chopped. Yep, just absolutely chopped. Chivalric foot knights are so freaking good. They're so good. And there's less of them, you know, that's the thing. They come in groups of 40 and they just kill everything. You know, I think Varangians are the only... Wait, what are you guys doing? Help. Handgunners, why are you running? Why are you chasing? Turn around here. And then maybe I can send my... you guys can just... No, you guys go. Go get them, chivalric knights. And then... You guys come back there. Okay, let's turn my left flank back around if we can do that here. Face off against these Slav javelin men. Handgunners, what's going on? We got some fighting? Yeah, I sent these guys to kill those halberdiers. Yep, perfect. Alright, good. Unfortunately, it seems like the enemy seems to be kind of leaning on my left flank, which is kind of avoiding this organ gun here, which is too bad, you know. This organ gun has some ammo and it is hungry. Yeah, it wants kills. It wants blood, Polish blood. But yeah, as you can see, like the handgunners, like they really, you know, and these handgunners, they have +1 valor, you know, and they're not chunking through the enemy units. Like they might pick off one every once in a while. It is causing an issue with their morale for sure. You are seeing that. And that is compounded by the fact that, yes, there is you know, the enemy king did die. So that, yeah, it works well like that. Let's see, woodsmen fighting pikemen. Let's see, maybe he has in hold formation. And yeah, pikemen can fight in like ranks of 3, I think. So yeah, they're losing, or not, yeah, pikemen, yeah. So they're losing badly. And then chivalric knights get back to the woods here, so you don't have to keep chasing around, losing some stamina. Alright, perfect. So let's get back here, get back into formation. And are we getting shot? Yeah, arquebusiers. So this is the gun unit that has a bit more range than us. So I might have to push forward a little bit. What do we have? Mounted crossbows as well? Okay, well, yeah, this is where my build is a little bit problematic, because if I had the serpentine artillery pieces, I could reach out and touch all of these units, right? The mounted crossbows, arquebusiers would not be an issue, but now I have to kind of push forward a little bit. I have to push forward a little bit, and yeah, make sure, because those mounted crossbows can chunk through us, for sure. Can we get a shot here? Yeah, they are coming hard on my light cav. Yeah, feudal sergeants. Let's see, can my guns break them? Maybe not. Well, my foot knights sure as hell can. Yeah. Yeah, I can just turn my light cav around and get a little chargy poo into the back of this unit, and that is going to wreck. They should run away. Yeah, they're running away already. Yep, there we go. There we go. And yeah, got a good volley there. Killed 0 men. It's just, it looks cool, you know? Like, you see the volley and you're like, awesome. Did that kill anyone? No, maybe not. Okay, let's continue to push up a little bit. We just can't stand here and let these units... Oh, gosh darn, I forgot to bring on a unit. I could have did this a while ago. Because, yep, that Arbalester unit that I set up for this specific reason could be helping me counter these mounted crossbows. Yeah, that's so silly of me. I could have been blasting away this whole time with my Arbalesters, but no, I'm just sitting here getting shot like a fool. Luckily, I'm not too far away from the edge of the map, so these Arbalesters should get back here quickly. Yeah, that hopefully. Let's move my light cav back to this edge of the forest. Just because I feel like, let's see, handgunners, Pavis Arbalesters. Okay, this is due for a cav charge, honestly. Like, I shouldn't just be sitting here. This is all light stuff. There's some Royal Knights in the back, but, you know, who cares? I should be getting aggressive here and just stomping all of this stuff here. So yeah, handgunners took a little volley there. Let's just inch forward a little bit. Yeah, they're shooting at my chivalric foot knights, and that's not good, so... Let's get my cavalry into position, and then we can charge down and just remove this entire chunk of Polish soldiers. Okay, so we have a unit of Royal Knights coming on in. Let's see, can we take some shots at it, please? Yep, we killed 2. Hey, that's not bad. Let's retreat with my handgunners, and then let's bring in my pikes and my dismounted feudal or chivalric foot knights. And yeah, pikes versus Royal Knights. The Royal Knights, it says they're still winning, but like, pikes have really good defensive stats. And then, yeah, the chivalric foot knights are gonna kill. Let's bring the handgunners back up so that they can shoot at these mounted crossbows right here. And then let's bring my light cav down, and we will get ready to charge on in. Because once those Royal Knights are out of the way, there's nothing else here that can stop our charge. Ooh, armored spears in the back. Okay, that's not what I want to see. So let's get a charge in, like right now. Chivalric Knights, go in. Let's see. I should send one of you out to get that javelin man, actually, honestly. Yeah. But the rest of you go in here and here and chase down these Arbalesters and these handgunners. And honestly, Chivalric Knights and Light Cav can probably just team up and get rid of those armored spears, maybe? That's an idea. Let's see. That looks like they're gonna catch us here. But do we have any infantry here? Chivalric. Oh, they're running away. Okay, perfect. All right, here we go. Just get them. Get them, boys. Get them. Yep, here we go. Let's move up our forces here to support here, and then here, and then yeah, you're chasing down javelins on that side. And yeah, we're gonna get just a good pick here. We're gonna get a lot of guys. Pavis Arbalesters, Pavis crossbows, mounted crossbows, handgunners. Yep, they're all gonna die. Okay, these armored spears think they want to rally, eh? Let's get it. Yeah, that's what I thought. Run away, flee for your lives. And then yeah, let's finish off these Arbalesters here. And these arquebusiers are causing some issues for us. And that's a lot of ranged units. Yeah, get rid of these ranged units that are kind of annoying. And then we can go back to sitting on our hill. They have a lot of units coming on. Let's see, Royal Knights, mounted crossbows. Yeah, they have more mounted crossbows coming on. But our Arbalesters just showed up as well, so... Now we have some tools to deal with their ranged units. If we just want to, like, hang out. So, let's see, yeah, removing them, that's fun. Can we get these mounted crossbows, or are they just gonna... Yeah, they're gonna run away? Ooh, we might catch them. Ooh, oh, we almost caught them. Alright, now let's just fight something that we can catch. Let's see, more mounted crossbows. We have to turn around. We have to go back. Yeah, they have a lot of... The mounted crossbows are fast. They're light cav, so we have to go back before they catch everything.
Yeah, we have to get away from this. It's too bad. I wanted to get those Pavia's crossbows. And then, yeah, you guys as well. You have to turn around. You go back, you go back. It's hard to know sometimes. It really is. During the chase, like, you just want, you want it all, you know? You want to get rid of everything that you can because you've worked so hard to beat it. And when it's running away, you just think like, oh, this is the time. And yeah, this unit's exhausted now. Like, it won't even run if I tell it to. So it might be time for me to withdraw this unit because, it can regain some of its fatigue. It can. So we'll see. We'll see about it. And yeah, this unit's exhausted as well. It's interesting. The Chivalric Knights, which had more armor, obviously, they're still hanging in there. Well, let's get back here. This organ gun still is online, so if we can kind of funnel them towards this organ gun, that would be fun. Can we do something like that? Like this, and then this. So that now this is my left flank, and then have my arbalesters, they can be somewhere. Somewhere. Can they shoot like over the heads of my organ gun? Is that okay? Or are they just gonna kill my own guys? I don't know. This unit of Royal Knights thinks it wants to come on in charge here. So let's put my handgunners on skirmish, and they want to charge right in. Okay, all right. We'll send our pikes and our chivalric foot knights in to do battle against them, and then yeah, handgunners just keep on plinking away. Mounted crossbows, that's fine with me. And then yeah, you guys can come back around like that, and then you go there. And okay, that kind of looks like a retreat to me. That kind of looks like a retreat. And you guys are still tired? Yeah, I don't know if it's really worth getting much of a chase in. My light cav they're so tired right now. And they already have a head start, so that's probably going to be it. I have 682 men captured. We will see if the Polish want to ransom these guys back. Oh, and it started to rain just now. Like, perfect timing, really. Man, I finally got like good weather in a northern hemisphere battle. Wow, look at that. Perfect timing. Jesus. Yeah, so we will get to see how the other organ gun performed because it is still on the field. So how did it do? Organ gun. That's this, right? It's hard to read that. But this got 30 kills, and this is the one that had like half of its ammo left. So the one that shot all of its ammo, what, we can guess that maybe it got like 60 kills perhaps? Which is not bad for an artillery piece, you know? And you can see that against like a melee rush army, it's kind of not bad, as long as it's infantry. I feel like it would have struggled maybe a little bit against heavy cav, just because it can really get on your lines really, really fast. Overall, though, I mean, yeah, it was fun. It was fun to show, fun to fight. Let's see. How do the handgunners do? So yeah, 9 kills, 31 kills, and 9 kills. Like they like do like it's so little damage. It's really funny. But you know, it's about sending a message, right? So that's kind of the point there. In the pikes as well, like you can see the pikes aren't there for a lot of killing. You know, 27 kills is the most kills that any pikeman got. It's a lot. It's the chivalric foot knights. It really is. And unfortunately, it's not going to show us which ones were mounted and which ones are dismounted. But you know, overall, like you can see, you know, it's all about the chivalric knights, mounted and dismounted. These are the units that really carry this army comp. But it's a fun comp to play with, you know. So if you guys want to try out a late medieval era pike and shot style in this game, it's very viable. It really is. You'll probably be left wanting a bit more from your gun units. But again, these are the handgunner units. Like these ones, the arquebusiers have twice as much range. They do. It's just that the handgunners are a little bit better fighters in melee. So it kind of depends on what you're going after. It really does. If you want a bit more shooting, you will do a little bit more damage with your arquebusiers with your guns. Not a lot. Don't expect a lot. But you will get a bit more oomph out of them. A bit more range, obviously. it allows you to poke a bit more against, like counter poke against, well, when they're doing that to you. Like once you've beat their melee rush and they just want to sit back and just kind of shoot you, you can do a little bit better at shooting back with arquebusiers, which is something that I didn't really consider. Is yeah, like when you fight these big battles and you have second and third waves full of archers coming from the enemy faction, it can be a bit dodgy unless you have something to shoot back. So yeah, anyway. Yeah, this recording session went on a bit longer, but you know what? I can't complain about getting to fight a battle. It's about time, right? So Ransom refused. That's to be expected because they only have 2 regions. I could not imagine they were going to be able to afford that. That includes 2 royalty members, 2 nobles. Yep. So they're all going to die. And I can't remember, did the king die or did he just run away? He might have just ran away. Let's see. There is a peasant revolt here in Venice. And yes, so the king of Poland was killed, and despite one of his heirs also being executed, there wasn't another one, at least one more left. So the Poles are still in the fight, and yeah, we're catching Egyptian assassins here in Pomerania. Reliquary is finished here in Lithuania, so it's +2 morale for all of the units that are trained there. Cannon Foundry finished in Denmark, so I'm close. I think I might need one more building before I can start building organ guns and serpentines in Denmark, perhaps, maybe. And the True Cross has been found, so a wonder of this in all ages to come. A most precious holy relic from our Lord has come into the possession of Mother Church, wood from the True Cross. Surely its survival to this very day is proof enough of its authenticity. Catholic zeal is increased throughout Italy. That's not how any of that works, but, you know, who am I to say? The Germans declined my marriage proposal. How dare they? How freaking dare they? Hey, at least my king has a son on the way. That's fine. I guess. That's fine. Let's see. So the Italian Doge, it is no longer possible to remain allied with me because he's choosing to side with the Poles. Sounds like the Italians want to get invaded. They happen to have territory in arid land on the Iberian Peninsula, don't they? I'll keep that in mind, Italy. Lord Hangson, skilled defender, so +1 command when defending. Good job, man. So he is now going to be a 6-star general when he defends, and there might be another attack coming our way. I'm assuming that Prussia is a GA objective for the Poles, so that's probably why they attacked me. That would be my guess. Chivalrous, let's see, 0-star general, 2-star general, +2 acumen, -40 happiness. Okay, severe alcoholic. Oh, gross. Okay, yeah, well, that happens, I guess. And yeah, so we got ourselves another war on our hands, and we will see if they want to go in for a round 2 or if that has been enough for them. Where's the king? New king is 3 influence. Yeah, 17. So he just came of age 2 years ago. Yeah. Okay. Well, we will keep an eye on that. But we are very close. Very, very, very close. Like, I'm not going to make a promise. I don't want to promise anything. So I'm not going to promise you that I'm going to attack someone in the next episode. But I very, very well might. Like, this is as close as I can get to a promise without actually promising it. So, yeah, I really, really might attack someone in the next episode. And someone might attack me. Yeah, we're kind of in that, you know, stage of the campaign where finally the factions are waking up a little bit, right? So, ooh, another Burgundian princess. That's okay. Please help me. Help me. Where's my emissary? There you are. Go talk to her. There. Sweet. And yes, anyway, that is all going to have to wait until next time. As always, I hope you have enjoyed this one, and thank you very much for watching. This has been Conasep playing at Medieval Total War. Thank you very much, and goodbye.